Well, let's talk about that for a second, because you mentioned a little bit of the risk, right? But there's a lot. This is multidimensional, right? So and this isn't just franchise owners, by the way. This is franchisors. There are some
Yeah.
franchise systems that have franchise owners that are, and I may rest in peace. There are a couple of people recently in this industry that unexpectedly have passed away without having what in corporate America we call the succession plan, right? People don't talk about that in franchising. I haven't heard that word in 5.5 years in this industry, but it's a really serious issue that we've got to make sure we handle. I think about, Salty Dog, John, who passed away took completely unexpectedly. I think about Strickland, Slade's dad, passed away completely unexpectedly. Well, not he was aged, but he was healthy and active and
Yeah.
relatively quickly. And I don't mean any disrespect to these guys at all, because they're incredible business people, super hard workers, and yet the the turmoil that happens without a proper plan in place, even from a franchisor, can really cause ripples in a franchise system. I know Slade was, fighting with banks and getting attorneys so he could, as the proper person to run the business, could actually manage it, and take things over properly. And what a journey he had there. But
Yeah.
so tell us about the franchise owners, like what, so we talk about bank account access and things, but what are some of the other things that can really get in the way if there isn't a proper plan in place and someone needs to step away from the business quickly?
Well, sure. I mean, you got reporting and accountability you've got with landlords and with corporate, your franchisor, and so on that can't be taken care of. It takes signatures to do a lot of those kinds of things. I always bring it back to me. It's about the employees to a large extent because I've got 250 employees in the two brands, and it's not just 250. It turns into 1,000 when you add spouses and kids into that. And they're counting on me to be able to get them a paycheck every week and make sure their benefits are in place and things like that. So we can talk about the impact on the franchisee and the impact on the franchisor, which is huge. But you got to think about your employees and what it does to them if they can't get a paycheck for a couple of weeks because you haven't got this set up. So I
Yeah.
have seen groups of franchises literally die on the vine and get picked apart by buzzards trying to pick one or two units off simply because the franchisee didn't plan for this. And again, I'm not suggesting they retire or quit or any of those kinds of things. I'm saying have those conversations, get your plans in place so that if something happens to you, you're ready to go.